Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video. And in today's video, I am going to be going over my unpopular opinions. If you're new to this channel and you just like unpopular opinions in general, stay tuned. I'm going to be counting them down, okay? If you haven't subscribed already, do that shit, alright? We talk about a lot of different stuff on this channel, and I think you'd be interested. I lied. I'm not counting them down. I'm counting them in order. So, let's start with unpopular opinion. Let's kick things off with unpopular opinion number 1. So this unpopular opinion is Drake doesn't need to put out any more albums. Not a single album. He doesn't need to put out any more albums. I'm good if I don't hear another Drake album again ever. He could put out another single. He could put out another cute, couple of singles or something like that. But as far as another whole project from Drake, at this point, with how Drake has been moving in the last, couple of years, and with his most recent releases, like, I'm good. I'm really good on that, for real. For all the dogs was for all the trash cans, okay? Honestly, never mind is honestly never mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am on, the opinion that Drake didn't have a good his last good album was when he put out Scorpion, in my opinion, and I'm gonna die on that hill, so y'all can come for me. But yeah, that's my opinion. No more Drake albums. Unpopular opinion number 2 is that the Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 rollout has been trash. Sorry, not sorry, okay? I'm not a barb. For anybody who's subscribed to this channel, y'all should know by now I'm not a barb, so I'm gonna give my opinion just as a regular fan who's observing, right? I don't have any stan culture biases like that. We do know that Nicki is Nicki and she's gonna win regardless. Like, her stats are up, everything has been good as far as, like, she's outselling the girls and everything like that. But it's been trash because there's hardly been any promo, there's no music videos, there's no lead single out yet. There's no interviews, there's no billboards, there's no, she's just previewing a bunch of scrap songs on Instagram and TikTok and, pre-selling vinyls and things like that, which is cool, but it's like there's nothing that's making me excited about the release of Pink Friday 2, and I'm happy that she's dropping another album. It's been 5 or 6 years since her last drop, right? But nothing promotion-wise has made me excited for this album. Nothing has really made me anticipated. Maybe once the track list comes out, I'll get more excited because we'll see who will be on it. And the titles of tracks and shit like that. But as of right now, based on what we have right now, being that the album comes out in December is crazy. And being that before the pushback it would have came out this month is even crazier because there isn't anything to make me anticipate this album. And I'm just really like, I'm sure the album will be good. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's gonna be a bad album, but I'm not psyched. Like, I'm not like like amped, like pumped, I'm sure the barbs are, because the barbs are the barbs, so they're gonna be excited no matter what, and they're gonna be happy no matter what Nicki Minaj does. But me, as just a general fan, as just like a fan who, I'm just like, I'm wanting for her to kind of do something more than what she's doing, in my opinion, right now. And the barbs are gonna eat me up about that, but I don't give a fuck. I said what I said, okay? Hopefully we get a lead single soonish, a music video soonish, an interview soonish, you know what I'm saying? Like, something to start rolling out the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Everything just feels blah to me. Unpopular opinion number 3 is we don't really have real performers like that anymore. Like the standout performers of, previous generations, like Beyonce, which she's still here, but you know what I'm saying? Like, new acts, new artists that are coming up, whether it's rap, whether it's hip-hop, R&B, pop, whatever the genre is. I don't feel as though we have, like, true captivating performers anymore for, like, concerts, shows, something to where you're gonna go and you're gonna really get a real, raw, authentic, performance that's just like truly memorable, with the exception of a couple. I know some of y'all are gonna come for me and be like, oh my god, there are these people, blah blah blah, with the exception of the few that we know, like, for example, a few that I can name off the top of my head: Normani, Chloe Bailey, Victoria Monet. There are performers out there who are actually going to give you a performance, right? But not a lot. Majority of the artists that we love and that we like and shit like that, it's better to just listen to them at home than going to see them live, because what are we really going to see for real? Like, we have lost the art of performance. We've lost the art of a child. We have lost the art of a lot of stuff, like a lot of different elements when it comes to artistry, but performing is definitely one of those things that I feel like we don't have anymore. And it's getting tired. It's getting tired. That's my personal opinion. Y'all could think every performer out here is like the bee's knees, bitch, but definitely not. Anyways, moving on. Unpopular opinion number 4. Female rappers today don't sell anything but sex. They sell sex and no talent. Like, mostly. That is just my opinion. I feel like the talent, the true talent, is fewer and farther in between for a lot of our favorite artists. I feel like there are, some of these artists have good songs and like great songs even that have come from them that are, but true artistry, true talent, something that I feel like is gonna last years and years and years to come, they don't have that. But a lot of them use sex and visuals as their main source of like what they have to offer. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, they can deliver a cute bop or two. Not saying they can't do that or they can't get somebody to listen to their music, because I listen to a lot of these girls' music. But I can also differentiate between what's mostly sex promotion to sell and what's mostly talent for real. And there's a lot of talented girls who are going unnoticed who don't really sell sex along with the package. You know what I'm saying? They just sell their talent. And most of the time, unfortunately, in this industry, it's not enough for you to just sell your talent. You have to sell sex and make it mostly sex in order for it to sell. Like, for example, Megan Thee Stallion is not a part of this group of people because Megan Thee Stallion is actually, to me, very talented. But her latest single even is about, her heartbreak with Partisan Fontaine, everything she's been through, the emotional turmoil that she's been through these last years with, Tory Lanez, everything like that. The song is actually pretty raw, right, as far as the subject matter. But the music video is very sexual in nature. And I get that's Megan's brand, I guess. But I was just like, oh, wow, I feel like she could have said what she needed to say without this, it being so jarring sexually. But I don't think so. I think as a mainstream artist, it kind of comes with the pack. Like, it kind of comes with the package. You gotta sexualize everything in order to get the eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? So Megan is very talented, but I definitely think majority of these artists in the mainstream sell sex first, talent second, most of the time. And like the Sexy Reds and the City Girls and the Ice Spices, I love Ice Spice and I love the City Girls, but I know what they're selling sex first. Which is cool, girl, I guess. Do your thing, get your coin, whatever you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? But the music isn't musicking for me most of the time. Unpopular opinion number 5 is today's pop music is trash. Really, for real, it's trash to me. In comparison to like the 2010s, the Katy Perry days, Cheryl Lloyd, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, Kesha, etc., etc. I'm sure you can name. And don't look at these clips and be like, oh, she's talking about Ariana Grande. No, these are just like clips that I had in my hard drive already. And then there's some clips of Beyonce in here. I'm not talking about them. I'm just using them because they're pop, people. And I needed something to place for this section. But yeah, like, I feel like pop is just, it's way too emotional and angsty now. There is nothing fun about pop music anymore, to me. I remember when pop music just used to be fun and carefree and it just made you feel good, like the Teenage Dream era and like California Girls, like that time period. Like, go back to there in your mind, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like, pop now is just everybody's so sad and emotional, and I understand because life is like sucky. It's a lot harder now than it was back then when Katy Perry was a pop, but she's still a pop icon. But you know what I mean. she, you know, when she was back mainstream, you know, I feel like ever since Halsey broke into pop, it broke pop. And not to say Halsey's not talented, because she really is talented. I love Halsey, actually. She makes a lot of good music, and she's made a lot of bops, right? Solid projects, stuff like that. But after that era, pop just got really sad, with the exception of a couple artists who still make their, you know, carefree, you know, pop tunes and stuff like that. Taylor Swift is still pretty neutral. She still tries to give us, you know, happy music. But I miss that era of pop is all, you know? So you guys let me know. Maybe I'm off with this and pop music is just as amazing as ever, but I feel like music in general has taken a steep decline in quality, just in general. But pop and hip hop is probably the most disappointing to me for like personal reasons. I don't know, bitch. Okay, unpopular opinion number 6 is that record labels are stingy as shit. Okay? Major record labels do not want to give to their artists. And that's crazy to me, because if you're on a major record label, my assumption is that majority of the stuff that you're gonna need is gonna get paid for you, as far as like promo, music videos, shit like that. A lot of stuff that artists need from the major record label in order to sell their music, in order to push their music, is supposed to be provided by the label most of the time, right? But I'm finding that a lot of these artists are using their own money to fund like projects and to put out videos and pay for different things that the label should be helping them with mostly. And, you know, like Normani, she had said that she put $1 million into, or, you know, paid $1 million when she put out Wild Side. And then also, Cardi B had said that she spent $2 million of her own money on bongos, which that really wasn't a great investment in my opinion, because bongos is trash. But, you know, and other artists talk about this type of stuff to where they're signed to major record labels. They're not independent artists, but they're doing stuff independent artists would do, which would be paying for certain things that the label should be helping them with. And it's like, to me at that point, you know, I'd rather just fucking go independent. But I know a lot of the times these artists cannot do that because they are contractually obligated to the label, or, you know, have things that they have to do, put out for the label. So they have to stay on the label 9 times out of 10. But it's like some of these artists are doing shit that, you know, independent artists are doing, which is paying their own way for things. And it's like, the money I earned from a song from the label, I'm putting back into the, you know, to me, that seems to defeat the purpose. It's supposed to be a profit that you made, but yet you're taking that money and you're putting it into other projects because your label won't do it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me and sad. So I think record labels in general are trash, but I understand the initial benefit of them, because as an artist who is coming from nothing probably in the beginning, getting that advance money from the record label is going to be essential for them to really get started. So I do understand at the end of the day why people sign to major record labels, but it just seems like a big fucking trap to me. You're stuck in a contract and you're using your own money for shit, and you don't get the support that you need from them, or the budgets you need from them when you need them. And that would piss me off at the end of the day. And I'd end up going independent after I fulfilled my contract. But anyway, that's just my opinion, okay? Popular opinion number 7, okay? Small content creators on YouTube or any other platform really, especially when giving their opinion, are the best YouTube channels to subscribe to. And I learned this before I started making content, by the way. I watch a bunch of small YouTubers, and especially when it comes to opinions, commentary, whatever it is just so much more realer and so much more raw. Don't pay attention to these clips, by the way. I'm just using these clips because these are the clips that I have. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Just giving y'all something to look at. But anyway, you know, before I started making content or whatever, YouTubers with like 0 to like 5,000 subs be the most raw, bitch. They be raw as shit. They be open, they be honest, they be free. And I think it's because they have less people, you know, following them, who are telling them what to do, what to say, what they shouldn't say, what they should say, what they need to talk about, what they don't. they have less people in their ear and in their faces, making them feel like they have to change how they come, you know, or change how they say things, or change how they, you know, what their opinions are. And it's like, unless they're being like, you know, defamatory or something like that, they shouldn't change their opinions. But I understand why some might, you know, be swayed, because their audience is their audience and they want to make their audience happy. So they're gonna, you know, censor themselves or not say things that they really feel, or, you know. But me, bitch, I'm not doing that. This is my outlet. My platform, as small as it is my outlet. So as a small creator, I'm gonna give my true and honest opinion, and the people who fuck with it. I'm not censoring myself for y'all. Sorry. So, you know, I appreciate that. And then there are some large creators who can get really, really, really big and still stay true to themselves and don't, you know, water themselves down for, you know, other people's approval, or, you know, to keep subscribers and stuff like that, which is, you know, really cool. And I appreciate the bigger the platform, their ability to still do that. But yeah, small platforms for the most part are where it's at, though, and they have the best content to me. And I'm not even trying to be biased because I'm a small creator too. Like, no, but for real, I just think that in general. Unpopular opinion number 8 is that Cardi B is on a steep decline musically. Okay, I love Cardi B. I've loved her ever since she came out with Bodak Yellow. That's how I found out about her. But her music is just not hitting like how it used to back then. And, you know, coming down to even features that she's put out with other people. I didn't care for the Put It On The Floor remix. I didn't care for the one that she did with that one girl. What's it called? Oh, Point Me To. I didn't like that. I didn't really care for Bongos with Megan Thee Stallion. I tried to get into it because I liked the video and the beat was pretty cool at first, and then it started to get annoying. So I don't know. And then also the snippets that she's been releasing that she got mad at her fans for not liking, those weren't hitting for me. I made a video about that whole thing too, if you care to check that out. But yeah, it's just not, something is just off. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know how she's gonna fare in this next upcoming era, because I don't think anybody's really receptive to her music like how they were before. And me as a fan, I'm saying that. Not as a Barb, not as a whoever the fuck. As a fan, I'm saying that. And I hope she can recover. I hope this next era will be, you know, something awesome, and, you know, she really pulls out all the stops and like gives us some fire music. But as of right now, I'm just like, everything she's doing is just it's just passable. Nothing is amazing, you know? Unpopular opinion number 9 is Suki Hana and Sexy Red were purposely placed here in the industry to destroy the image of the black woman and set us back. For real. For real. I'm so sorry if I offend any Suki and Sexy Red lovers. Their music is trash. It's totally debased and demoralized. Their image is totally debased and demoralized, but to like the umpteenth degree, right? To an extreme level. And I'm not saying that these girls aren't naturally hood and aren't naturally, you know, a certain way. I'm not saying that. But I think the label or whoever they're signed to, if it's not a major label, whoever they're with, is telling them, hey, yeah, we know you're already kind of ghetto, but like amp it up by 1,000 and really project it and make it crazy and make it jarring. And I think that that's purposely done, okay? To set us back, because a lot of women, especially black women in the culture, do not identify with this bullshit. Like, I know people rock with Sexy and I know some people rock with Suki, but a lot of us do not subscribe to this type of imagery, and a lot of us do not subscribe to this type of representation. A lot of us hate it, actually. So, you know, for all the cool people in the comments who would be like, oh, well, not me, girl. I love Sexy Red and I love Suki Hana and I love everything they represent. Well, girl, good for you, but I don't. I think it's purposely done to be as jarring and just gross as possible in order to, you know, shape the minds of impressionable young girls and also shape the decisions of young black women. I feel that in my heart and in my spirit, okay? And y'all don't have to agree, but yeah, it's a no for me. Okay, my 10th and final unpopular opinion for this video is that stan culture needs to be abolished. It needs to be abolished. It needs to be abolished. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And stans can get mad at me. I don't care, okay? Being a fan is one thing, but being super obsessed with someone, and like, I love everything this person does, no matter if it's right or wrong, and I would drink their bath water, and I would kiss their feet and the ground they walk on, and drink their pee-pee, and whatever the case, right? That mentality to me is crazy. It is crazy to me. And there are some stans out there that are more rational, but a lot of them are batshit crazy. And they take things too far. And it's like, I don't agree with the behavior that a lot of them display and shit like that. I just can't get with stans. And stans are welcome to my channel. You know what I'm saying? If you're a stan, no hate to you. You know, you're welcome. As long as you're respectful, as long as you are rational. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you accept other people's opinions as critique and, you know, not hate, you know, hate and shit like that. So, but in general, I don't like I do not like stan culture. It's just overly obsessive, and it can cause you to become overly invested in these celebrities' personal lives, and people to the point where they get like legit offended by things that these celebrities do. And it's like, girl, these people are regular people. Don't be surprised when regular people be regular peopling and be doing shit that you don't agree with, to the point where you're boycotting them and you're so angry at them and blah 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 blah. It's like, I talk about celebrities, but my personal feelings don't be invested. I just like to see and kiki and shit, bitch. But these stans be like real deal, like obsessed with their fave. And then like, I have faves, you know, I have a lot of faves, but I don't care enough to be obsessed with these people. You know what I'm saying? I can respect them, respect their art, respect their work, and like their music, you know, like what they can provide us. But that's as far as it's gonna go from there for me. And then I put up the wall, because I'm not standing no regular ass human being. You know what I'm saying? But that is my final unpopular opinion for this video, okay? So if you made it this far, thank you. I love you, appreciate you. And I hope to see you in my next video. And if you'd like another unpopular opinions video, I'm sure I can conjure some more up. So I love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.